4 minutes, y'all. You can go ahead and change if you need to, Camden. You said what? You can go ahead and change while he's finished. Oh, he's finished. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not any fun. You doing all right, brother?
Oh, yeah.
So in other words, it's bad.
I don't warm up. Stop it. Stop it. I wish I could do a handstand. No.
All right, I'm just getting the stream set up, y'all.
Okay, maybe they'll see me trying to attempt a handstand in base one.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Nice. All right. So I'm testing something here. I'm gonna see if I can turn the fan on, but now I got this mic. Let's see if people can still hear me. Let's see. I noticed how bad our audio was on that last stream, and I was like, I really need to get a mic that really works on the stream. I think this one's gonna work. I really need to get a mic that really works on the stream. I think this one's gonna work. I really need to get a mic. Oh yeah, you can't really hear the fan. Really works on the stream. I think this one's gonna work. I really need to get a mic that hear the fan. Really works on the stream. I think this one's gonna work. Okay, perfect.
I was doing it and he was like,
Darth Vader. Literal father.
I'm like, was that you? I only sure that was you or Dave. I was like, who's breathing so hard?
It was gasping.
Well, it was worse 2 weeks ago when I got back. Like that was, I don't know if you did that, but it was brutal.
I was thinking to myself, man, somebody's having a hard time breathing.
Some of us.
Chair. Up the flight of stairs.
All day.
All right. All right, we got 17 viewers. Say hello. Introduce
Hello.
yourself.
Oh, I'm Chad.
Chad.
Nice to meet you.
That's not really his name.
No, it's not.
His name's Wiener. All right. Father, this is the expert videographer.
Yes, Louise's.
All right. Hey, but they can't hear it today because I got a new mic, baby. All right. All right, we're gonna hit 10 of our monthly flow before we get into anything. So from a supine opponent, all right, y'all know the drill. We step deep, overwrap grip. Okay, it's the same thing we did the other day. We're just gonna run 10 reps of our monthly flow before we dive in. Other hand post on the knee. I'm looking to control the space between the knees. All right, once I've secured all this inside space and my overwrap grip, now I can start to cut this angle with my outside knee where it starts to shift across the hip line. As I start to take my head towards the mat, my head and my forearm, and try not to crush the boys down there, sorry, yeah. I can feel it. I try to take my head towards the mat. I start to base out here. My head and my forearm go to the mat. Once I'm here, I can start to apply a little bit of pressure to this ankle lock, okay? Make him put some respect on it. All right, he starts booting, that's fine. The whole goal of this is mostly just a diversion, okay? I'm looking to add some pressure here as he goes to defend that. All my weight is in my head and my forearm. So now my legs, my hips can become light. Okay, we're gonna go for this back step and look to beat his knee. Once I beat his knee with my knee, my hips sink back and I'm gonna throw a knee. I'm gonna hit him in the back of his knee with my knee. That's gonna put my legs in position to lock this figure of 4. Okay, now once you lift that foot, come to the hip, scoop under. We're gonna feed this to the other side. Watch how I can extend this elbow beyond and then back around to capture his toes in my armpit. All right, so now he's completely locked down. As he tries to move, he tries to free your legs. It's a pretty good control. All right, from here, all I want you to do is collect the heel, lock your hands. Not looking to go for a submission right now, okay? We're gonna talk mechanics all month. Right now, I just want you to capture his toes, come to this outside grip around the heel, and just touch your hands together. No pressure here, okay? We're just touching. Catch and release. All right, good. One more time, anybody? One more time, cool. All right, supine opponent. We step deep. You don't step shallow, okay? We'll always step deep, looking to secure an overwrap and control the space between the knees. Now my outside knee could start to cut an angle across the hip, and my head starts coming towards the mat. Okay? Now, I can start to put a little heat on this ankle lock. So he has to start putting his boots on. What I mean by when he puts his boot on is he's taking his straight toes. He's trying as much as he can to make a boot. Okay, that's what I mean when I say put the boot on. Okay, because my goal with an ankle lock, if y'all don't know, we'll get into this month. My goal is to take his toes and hyperextend them beyond the line of his shin. That's what an ankle lock's doing, okay? He's gonna go in the opposite direction. So we say put the boot on, like you're trying to put a boot on. All right, so I put some heat on this. He's putting his boot on. All my weight goes into my head and my forearm so my hips can be light, okay? I'm gonna back step. Once my knee beats the knee line, I start to sink my hips to the other side of his body, and I throw my knee into his knee. This lets me lock my legs together, and now I can start to sit to the other hip. Swim under, control the ankle. I start to feed this to the other side, looking to capture it in my armpit. Now, we're gonna stay on this hip if we can, so we keep his heel exposed. Reach back, capture the toes in my armpit. Just put my wrist on his heel. No pressure here. Okay, we're not trying to break him. Just flowing. Touch my hands. That's it. 1, 2, 3. All right, 10 apiece. 10 apiece. You know, we are about to beat each other up here in a little bit. But first, we're gonna learn some stuff. Yep, head to the mat, Cody. There you go. Well, let all your weight be in your head and your forearm, okay? Now our leg can be light. Back step beyond the knee, and now sink your hips and knee him. There you go. Sink your hips back. Yep. Now, sit to your left hip. Nice. Now you just feed. There you go. Feed to the armpit. Perfect. Nice. Oh, that's great, Cody. Good job. Are we out, David? I got more downstairs. Are we out? Or
No,
we got some.
put the rest of those in there. Are the ones at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah, I was gonna say I got more downstairs.
Oh, crap.
No, you ain't got to get them. I was just making sure we had enough for today. All the way to the other hip. Yeah, try to get to your left hip, and now feed to your armpit. Yeah, there we go. See, go into that, exposes the heel, and his secondary leg gets reinforced. The control's reinforced by the ground when you go to that hip.
Stretching your body out to try to get this out. I'm reacting, and then you're going to take this leg and straight up.
So kick that leg high above his leg, and take your knee behind his knee. Yep, you're right. Yeah, there you go. Now knee him in the back of the knee. Now sink your hips back. Okay, there you go. Now the only mistake we made here is we need this foot on the inside. Okay, so let's start from the top. Let's start from the top. It's Keaton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Straight in. There you go.
All right, overwrap, perfect. Now that's gonna come through his feet. Your leg's gonna come through his feet and cut down towards the hip. Yep. Now your head comes down towards the mat. All right, now bring your knee towards the mat too. These shoelaces just kind of track his hamstring, his leg. Yeah, they're active there. Perfect. Now all your weight goes into your head here and your forearm. That makes it to where your leg, your right leg, can become light. So now you back step that and you beat his knee with your knee. Once your knee is past his knee, now we sink our hips and we hit him in the back of his knee with our knee. So sink your hips back, take your butt towards the mat. Yeah, towards me. And knee him in the back of the knee. There we go. Now we can lock our legs here. Put your knee on the mat, okay? Now you can lock your foot around your, yep. Now try to sit to your left hip. All the way to your left hip. Yeah. And now we're gonna do that feeding where we feed we feed his foot to your left armpit. Right now, just focus on getting it to your armpit. We'll clean it up later. Get it to your other armpit. Yep, feed it across your body. There we go. There we go. That's it. Yep, now we're just gonna lock around and just touch our hands together. Okay. Here, just right here, capture his toes in your armpit. And then this comes over. Just touch your hands. Perfect, that's it. That's it. We'll clean up the specifics right now. Let's get the big picture. The back step's the big thing I want you to think about today, okay? What's up, Joshua? I like that rash guard, dude.
I didn't want to get anything too loud. Hey, nice focus on that.
What's loud?
Is that the rash guard Christo?
What's the what would loud be? This he said he didn't want to get anything loud.
Go catch them all, man. Go catch them all.
We'll tell me to get John off.
Yeah, you can take that knee to the mat, Tucker. Your right knee. You can like sit on his legs heavy. Yeah. Now just fall to your left hip. Perfect. All the way over. There you go. Nice, Cody. That's it. Good. Let me see Brooks's. I didn't see yours yet.
No.
Yeah. Hey, right there, Brooks. Right there. Head to the mat real quick. Head to the mat. So right here, all your weight was in your head, right? Now let's get really heavy on our hips. So we sink our hips back and we get really heavy on his hips and his leg. Yeah, there we go. So we want our butt to never really come high. As soon as we throw that knee, we put our weight back in our knees and we sink our hips down to the mat. What's that?
I want to roll more like this.
Yes, all the way over. Yeah. And now we're gonna feed across to the armpit. Yep. There you go. Now sink your hips down, Keaton. Yep. Now we're all the way to your left hip, brother. There you go. Now we're gonna feed the foot across. Remember, just focus on getting that back step nice tonight, okay? It's a lot to do at one time, so let's just focus on the back step.
Yeah, it's the wrong leg.
What do you mean?
The deep stuff. Is that correct?
No, you just don't have controlled ankle, that's all. So
I need control or he needs control?
you're attacking, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so reset? Oh, you weren't here Monday? No. Okay. Can you show him?
Yeah.
I've been watching. I'm just trying to.
So,
Yeah, you're good.
how do you control the ankle? The step you're taking is take it deep. And you want to get control like this around. And you're going to drop this knee to the mat. So you're going through.
Y'all circle up after you've gotten your 10, okay? Just so I know you're done. Nice, Tucker. Yep. Sink the hips down. Perfect.
So this
That was smooth. That's the smoothest one I've seen.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I can walk you through it. And then we'll pass off.
It's just showing off. Oh, it didn't see it. Do it again.
Cross. Take control.
All right, sink your. All right, get your butt heavy on his leg now. Sink your hips back towards me.
But yeah.
Yep. Now tuck your right foot in towards his butt and sit. Now sit.
So with this knee, step in as far as
Sit to your hip.
Too heavy on the front.
Hmm?
Too heavy up here.
yeah, and then from there you
There you go. That's good. That's all good. That's all good. You're gonna. Hey, if you're joining, you're gonna do this all month because we're gonna open every class like this. Yeah, nice, Brooks. That looks good. All right, feet across, no, no space. Nice. Okay. Okay. Got to beat the knee. There we go. Now take that knee to the mat, okay? Right knee to the mat. And sink your hips back, almost like you're trying to take them to the mats over here, okay? Yep, it's all good. Yes, we want to put our alas on each other. It's very gross.
Windshield wiper foot on
YouTube chat is so fun.
YouTube chat.
It's so fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's a wild, wild
Full-grown
west.
men wanting to put their period alas on each other. I think he means ass. I do enjoy putting my ass on other men, in fact. Very much. And they like it too. Look at them.
Yes. That's my favorite part.
Jam this in.
Especially sweaty ass.
Run this. So set it right in there, the little groove.
Okay.
Run this here. Okay. You may have to high adjust on it just a little. So you can go.
All right, guys. Y'all are good. Y'all are good.
You go and kind of.
Y'all almost got 10, roughly.
You know.
All right, guys. Hey, hit one more. We're gonna move on. All right.
Turn your
One more.
Get this forearm.
Got a lot of fun stuff planned tonight. I think it's fun. I hope it's fun. We'll see.
You think it's fun?
Yeah, I think it is. We'll see.
Tuck this back.
Rolling with sweaty men and getting ass in my face.
You can do an adjustment.
It is very fun. Hello, Pastor Colonel.
So you're saying, tuck it in.
Yeah. So it's there.
Takes a real man to wear a rash guard like that, baby. There we go.
That rash guard makes you like extra white.
All right, guys, let's bring it in. Bring it in.
Gotcha.
My video guy.
Child was here.
Huh?
My middle child was here right now.
Oh, she would love that. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Hey, if you if that was still a little much, don't worry. You're going to be doing it all month, okay? All right. We are going to get into some legs, but we're going to start real nice and easy. Okay. So the premise, the basis of attacking legs or leg locks is entanglements. And all that's a fancy word for just I get one of his legs trapped in between my legs. Okay? And his knee specifically, typically, not always, but typically his knee trapped between my two knees. Okay, my knees are closer to his hips than his own knee. Y'all see that? You'll see the line? Typically, not in all cases, but typically, and all that y'all need to care about at the moment, is this is typically how we would define a leg entanglement. Okay, I've got control of a leg, and most importantly, I have connection to a hip. Okay, if I don't have connection to a hip, I can't really control the hips or the legs. I'm probably not going to be able to really facilitate any offense. All right, so the very first leg entanglement everyone ever learns has several names. We call it Arimi Ashi, okay? All that I want you to care about right now is I have one heel on top of his hip, right? One leg is under his knee, One heel is on top of his hip. My other foot is on the inside between his legs. Shoelaces are on the far butt cheek. You can put it on the same side. We'll discuss the differences eventually. Right now, just take my word for it and put it on the opposite butt cheek. If you want to play with both, play with both. But if you want a starting position and you don't really know where to start, put it on the far butt cheek. And now your next goal is just to close this wedge. Y'all see this wedge that's here, this gap? I want to close this off, right? Because this is not a very good lock. I'm not like crossing my legs or anything. One of my feet is on the inside of his legs. So I'm going to connect my knee and my heel together to try to close that wedge off. Try to close that gap off and make some form of a wedge, somewhat of a lock, okay? We're going to come back here a second and discuss more mechanics, but right now we're going to start with a game. I want you to start right here in a remi-ashi or standard ashi, however we want to say it, but we're going to call it a remi-ashi. I want you to connect your knee and your ankle, and then I want you to get what we're going to call a false grip on his leg. We're going to define this as his toes are my armpit, his heel's exposed, and I put my palm on his calf, just like this, okay? At no point during this game that we're about to play can I connect my hands, and at no point during this game we're about to play can he build any base. Do y'all know what I mean by that? Start to build some base. At no point can his hips start to leave. That's what I mean. All right, he's got to stay grounded with his hips, and my goal is to control this for as long as I possibly can. Okay, if the separation starts to occur here, however, or the knee gets pulled back, whatever, my goal is to always get back to my starting position. That's it. And I can use my hand up here however I want to facilitate that, but I can't ever lock my hands. I'm not going to touch hands. If we touch hands, you're out, all right? You can put your other hand on his leg, but you can't touch your hands, okay? And then the other one is this grip. If at any time I lose this grip, my goal is to get it right back, the false grip, but not touch my hands, okay? His goal is to separate my hands and my feet and free his knee, free his leg. That's it. Cool? All right, so we'll start to play a little bit. Go ahead. Good. Make sense? All right, cool. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. No, do not build height and do not touch your hands, okay? This is how we're going to safely play this. This is how we're staying safe. This is how we're staying safe. Do not build height. Do not connect your hands. Okay? If at any point you do feel like you're in pain, just tap like any other roll, okay? So it's all good. You can use your hands to fight however you want, Cody. Okay, just trying to separate. We're trying to separate his knee and his foot. Try to separate his grip he has. Anything you can do to remove that connection. Okay. Yep. Anything you can do to separate and free your knee. And you're trying to free your knee. You can use your hands however you want. Keaton.
Yeah, this one, you're going to put this foot on this opposite butt cheek.
I just want you to get your knee out of his, out from between his knees. Just think about getting your knee free of his knees, okay? His knees are kind of like your demarcation line.
Get my knee this way.
Yeah, anything your knees are trapped between, or your knee is trapped between his knees right now. Anything you can do to free that knee, that's what we're looking for, okay? So think about what's keeping you connected and why those knees are still there, and then work backwards.
That's why
You got the right idea. Yeah, keep exploring. You got the right idea. Good job.
I wouldn't do anything wrong lifting my belly a little bit to get over this foot there.
No. I just don't want you like building height because I'm trying to keep you safe.
Over the leg, it's flat, but just not building height is the idea.
Hey guys, to be clear, I don't mean that you can't, your butt can't leave the mat. Specifically, like if you're looking to sit on a foot or something, I just mean we're not looking to build height and like actually get up on our knees or our feet. But you can totally, your butt can leave the mat to like sit on a foot or something like that. That's totally fine. But I want you to like any kind of vertical momentum we build or altitude, we should still be coming right back down to the mat. Never staying up. I'm just trying to keep y'all safe while you're learning. Watch your head over here. Yep. Good job, Josh.
You can attack first.
Yep. Watch your head, Tucker. Clear that. Try to clear that top foot, Keaton. Try to clear that, or that bottom foot, Keaton. Yeah, that's all that's keeping you locked in right now. Now sit on it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. See?
40 seconds to work. Tucker's discovering a new meta.
If I grab my foot, it makes.
You're young and strong, don't worry. Just relax.
Nice.
Or just tap.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Man, you're so uncultured. I don't know who it is.
Mr. Beast?
Mr. Deeds.
Oh.
No, I don't know who who he's talking about.
Oh, he does know Mr. Beast, right?
It's like kind of the face of like the
I'm not-
internet, so.
Okay. All right, guys. Good job. Good job. All right. Now that we've all experienced that, let's talk about that a little bit, and then we're going to play another game. All right? Okay, so what do we call this? The Rimiyashi. Okay. All right. One of the main things to think about on this next run, so we're going to play a similar game, is in this particular position, all of my control comes from really control of the toes that I have, okay? And then really just this wedge closing off. I have very little control if either this gap starts to form, my knee and my heel start to separate, and or this top heel starts to get taken off the hip. Does that make sense? Right? If this is off the hip, then his hips are free to move. Okay? Or if this starts to separate, his foot's able to come on the inside, and now he's able to really start to hand fight with his other foot or with his hands and start to separate everything. All right, so I want y'all to think about that. Also, when you're on the bottom now, or when you're doing the control, one more thing I want you to think about now on this next game is back heeling here instead of just kind of being there or just trying to squeeze. I want you to think about like a hamstring curl. Right? I'm back heeling. I'm going to back heel, and I'm going to take my shoelaces in that far butt cheek, and I'm going to extend. Okay, so I'm back heeling and extending. This little corkscrew motion while I close this off. Okay, so that puts a lot of extra tension on it. It gives me a lot of control, even though I don't have locked legs. Okay, he can tell you that is not nearly as tight as that. Okay, all right. Next game we're going to play, same starting position. I want you to think about those points of control. Now, the game doesn't really change for him so much. What we're going to do is we're going to start like this, where he has a 2-on-1 on my wrist. Okay. My goal is first to transition, to keep my false grip, to transition eventually, however I need to, but eventually end up in some form of an outside lock, either with my legs crossed or even just my feet hidden behind his butt. Doesn't matter. I don't care right now. As long as my feet are both on the outside and I've got some kind of connection to his hip. Make sense? Okay. Once I have that, now I can focus on freeing my arm. I cannot free my arm until I've gotten my feet on the outside. Once my feet are on the outside, now I can start stripping my grip. Okay, and he's not going to let me. Okay, but I start working to strip my grip, and then connecting my hands. Just connecting my hands. No pressure. I'm just looking to connect my hands with the toes still captured in my armpit. Okay, so we start here. We start in the same starting position. We close all this off. We've got our false grip here, which means I've got his toes in my armpit, and I'm just cupping his calf. Okay, he gets a 2-on-1, and we start moving. All right, my goal is I can't free my arm until both my feet are on the outside. Then I can free my arm, and then I can connect my hands, and I win. If I beat the arm before I've gotten my feet on the outside, I lose. Okay, if he ever frees his knee line, I lose. His goal is the same. Okay, and if I apply any pressure, I'm gonna go home. All right, because no pressure right now. We're being safe. Half of y'all probably haven't. I don't think I've done many leg locks before. Some of y'all haven't done any. It's one of your first times training. It's your first time training here, right? You done any leg locks yet? First time leg locks though, right? Yeah. So like we're gonna be safe. All right. We'll talk about mechanics and all that. We'll work up to that.
Can you show what you mean when you say don't apply pressure?
Yeah.
Got that clear?
Like if I wanted to actually finish Chad or break his leg here, and I transition to this outside ashi, my goal would be to start pulling the ankle up and pinching my knees down and getting my head over the foot right there. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go over breaking mechanics eventually. Okay, but right now I'm just trying to get y'all used to playing with these positions and keeping your control.
Hey, pause right there. Go into it real quick, but don't leave that leg back.
What's that?
Leave that leg where it's supposed to go. If y'all watch, when he makes this transition, he does not lose any knee line at all.
Oh yeah, I don't do this.
So when he's moving that leg out, he doesn't scoot away from Chad at all. It's just the top leg moving independently. Because if you do this and you move knee line trying to kick away, you're kind of screwing yourself. Stay in there tight. Don't lose knee line.
Yeah. Cool.
That's what you're going to need for the finish.
Everybody understand the assignment? 2-on-1, I cannot free my hand until I've locked my feet on the outside, or I've gotten my feet on the outside. Okay, and then once I've freed my hand, now I want to connect my hands. At any point, I can go to connect my hands, right? I can free this, all right, and I free it right there, and then he recollects it before I'm able to lock my hands. We're still on, okay? It's only once I've touched that I win, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, sir. Lizette, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Kayla's still working?
This is her first day back on.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen her in like a month. All right, I'm gonna start the clock. We switch. Hey, we switch every time there's a win.
You're just starting.
What's going on, man?
No, you will in a minute. Do what you were doing before.
Hold on, we're in cross ashi. Let's get in straight ashi. Okay.
Just, hang on.
But you want this.
What in the world are y'all doing?
Get in straight ashi.
Are you left-handed?
No.
What are you doing?
It's the leg I started.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now get in straight ashi.
This one goes on the butt cheek, this one around.
Yeah.
Heel, outside.
There you
butt
go.
cheek,
There you go. Now get your false grip.
With this other, the other butt cheek. Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Now
Same
get
thing you
your
were doing.
false grip. All right. Now he's gonna get a 2-on-1 on your wrist. There we go. Now we're gonna start. There you go.
Now you're just trying to take the top leg. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now free the hand, then get your.
And Josh, if you can put him, if you can either free his outside lock or you get recollect the hand, anything you can do.
So I'm not just fighting the hand.
Anything you can do to get him away from this finishing position is good.
Okay.
Right? Even not letting him get the outside control, right? Like
So I'm not just fighting anything.
anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The goal is to keep him away from this ending position and to free your knee. What's going on, bro? Are you here to train? Okay, cool.
There you go. Yeah. Lock it or just have it both straight up.
Start thinking about how to free your knee, Josh. Yep. Think about, oh, no, can't build height, Josh. Okay?
He's trying to raise it.
Can't build height right now. Honestly, you can, but I'm keeping everybody else safe. What's that?
I said I about pulled a gun on him to get out of that.
The likelihood of
He
it.
was totally doing a raise. Exactly what he was doing.
I think the likelihood of an injury is higher right now if your hips start to leave the ground. Just somebody accidentally reaping or something when they don't know.
I'm literally just sitting here.
Try to keep those toes in your armpit, Cody. Okay? As much as you can. Try to recollect that grip as much as you can. That initial starting grip. Transition to that outside lock when you can. Okay. You got to get your foot free and kick through.
Get up on your head.
Mhm.
Grip established. Turn your belly downward.
Good job, Brooks. Yeah, good job. 3 minutes to work.
He was there. He was there. Yeah, he just established the grip. Okay. I got you.
That was if we were playing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's correct. I'm trying to be all ambidextrous. You didn't do that. Oh, wait, no,
Something goes on here. Yes, you're reaping leg. You're reaping knee.
Close this knee. Close this knee. Yeah. Stay on your hip. There you go.
Are you connected?
Now it's the right foot you want to take out and lock outside. Yeah.
Yeah, it's through. Now work your.
Yep. Nope. Gotta reset.
Why?
Can't free the hand until you've got both feet outside.
Did you hear that? What was that? Did you hear that? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Freeing the hand after you get the feet outside.
So.
Did you catch that? Did you miss that too when I was
I'm
explaining?
not supposed to let go of it?
He's not supposed to. He can't free his hand from your grip until he gets his right foot outside. Did you miss that too? Okay, I need to say that more clearly.
I think I was just like subconsciously doing it.
Hey y'all, you can't free your hand from that 2-on-1 until both your feet are outside. Okay. For this game, okay. I'm not saying that's like a rule. I'm just saying for this game.
Naturally, too. Yeah, a little bit. Not much.
I want you to get really good at pummeling that leg out and keeping the knee line.
Naturally, okay, look at the other leg. Is this a bad leg or anything? Sure.
Get your hip off the ground and reach for your wallet. Josh, oh, you got it? Okay. Never mind.
You good? Shoot.
Yeah, that belly down part here is handy because you can kind of hide him. You can kind of hide him from the
35 seconds to work.
like allows you to get that angle super big.
Hey, no one said you couldn't roll. Especially somebody like Tucker, he knows what he's doing. You might have to be a little craftier. You know what you're doing more than like 80% of the people on the mats for sure.
Pick a leg, any leg.
You were introduced to leg locks like 5 years ago. You definitely know more than most.
Take one out. Take a leg.
Good job.
That was it. That was good. He pushed it out from the back. Stripped it and got it back.
What? I got now. My mind just went.
All right. Good job. All right. All right, let's talk about a couple of new concepts here, and then we'll move on to the next game. Okay. With leg locks, there's two huge precursors, well, three, okay, to having a high success rate with your leg locks. One is knee line. We've already discussed that, right? My knees are closer to his hips than his own knee. All right, that's almost all leg locks. There are some exceptions, but that is almost all leg locks. Second, we've sort of discussed is a hip connection, a good hip connection, okay? If I don't have any connection to his hip, okay, if he's able to, or I have no connection to his hip, he's able to freely move his hips, then it's really hard for me to control a leg, okay? Simple enough. All right, thirdly, this is not more of a precursor to braking as it's a precursor to control, which hip connection is too, and knee line. But the other two things that will make your finish rate go way up is one, not trying to finish the guy or gal when their hips are above your hips. Their hips need to be even with mine or below mine. Okay, so like right now they're even, or they could be below. Okay, that's when we're going to actually go for finishes. Everything leading up to that, if their hips aren't on the ground or hips aren't matching altitude or below ours, then everything is about control. It's never about a finish. And so that's another thing you can think about as we kind of play the next games, is controlling the hip connection and never, which they're not going to build height tonight because I'm keeping y'all safe. Only because the reason I'm saying people can't build base is because there might be some accidental reaping and stuff like that. And I just don't want someone getting hurt when y'all don't know any better right now. Okay, so we're trying to play safely. Normally it's perfectly acceptable for him to start trying to build some height. Okay, it's even sometimes desired, right? Because what did I say? I said if his hips are higher than mine, the likelihood of me finishing him goes down. Not impossible, can be done, but against someone who really knows what they're doing, pretty low likelihood, okay? Unless you're Gordon Ryan in ADCC 2022, and that's really only because he's Gordon Ryan. That guy tapped way early because he's going against Gordon Ryan, not because it was painful, most likely. Okay, he just knew he was done. All right. Lastly, last point of control that we're gonna dig into a lot this month is before I ever think about a break, trying to control secondary leg, however I can. If I can control both of the legs, what does that inherently do to the hips? Yeah, like what are they gonna do? Right? In our monthly flow, right? We end up in this position here. Get up, Josh. Yeah, get up. It's not gonna happen, right? That's what I mean by secondary control. It can also look a lot like this, right? I've been playing a lot of this game all year because now I've got double threats. I could go either side. Okay, if he really hard defends one, he opens up the other. So think about those things, okay? Hip connection, knee line, his hips below my hips, or same on the ground, and then secondary control, okay? We're not gonna play really any games tonight around the hip height and the secondary control, but I want y'all to be thinking about that already. Because it's gonna, especially in your open rounds, if you're already a leg locker, you're gonna have a lot more success with this if we control both legs first. Then we start thinking about finishes. Because we got a lot more time to think and start setting up what we wanna do if we got the control first. Okay, next game. Same starting position, okay? Now, my goal is to come out and either hide my feet around or lock my feet, however I want, get some form of outside control. This is outside ashi, that's what we call it here, but some form of outside control, and then come back to the inside to the starting point while keeping our false grip. This hand can do whatever you want it to do, but it cannot. Again, we're going back to not connecting our hands. We're using it to hand fight, whatever we need to do. Push them away, doesn't matter. As long as you start here, you go outside, and then you come back inside. His goal is still the same, which is to free his knee. If his knee comes out of if his knee gets closer to his hips, or if my knees get further away from his hips than his own knee, then he wins. Okay, so even if he backs up 6 inches, right there, he wins. That's it. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Sounds like an old 80s movie. Like, no.
Outside. That's right. You start outside and trying to get inside.
No, you start inside, go outside, go back inside.
Go back. Got it. Better than me. Yeah.
There you go. Yep, you can roll with it. Yep, keep his, yes. Now back inside. Yep, perfect. That's a win.
Good job.
That's a win.
Too far across, I think.
Why don't you stay with it?
Your hand ain't,
This one went across.
the foot came across?
Yeah. This
Okay, I did not see that.
One. Over.
Okay. Looked like a win to me, but. Try to tuck your head.
Cramps. Sugar Jake, drink the Gatorade.
What do you think? This is how I wish I would have learned Leglocks, but
Good doing steps.
okay.
Let them concentrate on a piece at a time.
One thing at a time, yeah. Yeah, don't let him go back inside or he wins. Free your knee and prevent him from going back inside. Yep, that's a win.
We'll take up my leg now. What they're gonna do? That's stopping you from doing where you're from. I know it. Very small. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that.
Time.
If I could just get that back across far. I didn't get either part.
Easy, Tucker.
Yeah.
Just on there. Okay. So, adding to this, Okay? Now, this next game, I want you to start here, and then we're gonna go to what's called cross ashi. All right, cross ashi is when, so you see how his left foot is going across my right hip? Anytime their foot is across our opposite hip, so left foot across right hip, this is a form of straight ashi. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of terminology here at the same time. Okay, we're not gonna go super in the weeds right now. There are two broad stroke categories of leg locks, straight ashi and cross ashi. There's lots of sub positions there that we'll get into, but broad strokes, two big ones. Straight, which is left foot over the right hip. If I bring this foot across my body to where his left foot is over my left hip, this is a form of cross ashi. No matter what I'm doing with my feet, it's all about foot and hip position. That's how we like name things or recognize positions, okay? So the goal, we start with our false grip. We start in a remi ashi, okay? My goal is to take his foot over into cross ashi, but I can only do it when both my feet are either outside or both my feet are inside. Okay? He still can't build height. He still can't do that. Okay? Nothing's changed. He just needs to try to free his knee line. He can do whatever he wants with his hands. I can't lock my hands. That hasn't changed either. Once both my feet are either on the inside or both my feet are on the outside, now I'm allowed to touch and feet across. Capture his toes in my armpit. Okay, and then I've got to work my way back to the other side. But what you got to do is if you fed it to cross ashi while we were on the outside, now I've got to work to get my feet on the inside or the opposite. If I was inside when I came across, I got to go outside to get the foot back across. Okay, once I've done that, I've changed my feet up. Now I can come back and capture the toes in my armpit again and go back to my false grip. And then I win.
Is that considered a reap?
Yes, this would be a reap when I'm in straight ashi and I start to bring it across.
I thought it was a reap when you start shifting your hips.
Yeah, it's really when my foot starts coming across the hip line. That's technically, this is the reap, right? So if I'm in remi ashi and I start to bring my feet to the inside, you see how my foot's just on his hip right now? As soon as my foot crosses this like threshold of the hip line, that's a reap, right? So again, we're not locking our hands here. We're being careful. I'm just looking to bring my feet to the inside, and then I can feed. If I brought my feet to the inside, I get my same false grip here, okay? I'm under the heel, I've got the toes in my armpits, and then once I've got that, I've got to bring my feet out since I came over with them in, and then I can bring it back, and then I come back to this outside ashi. Okay, I don't have to go back to a remi, I just have to go back to the opposite of however I went to cross with my feet. That makes sense? Okay, so one more time. A remi, inside or outside. And actually, let me just decide for you. Let everybody go outside. Let's just shut the reap down too for now, okay? Everybody goes outside to start. We come outside. Now I can feed. I capture his toes in my armpit. Right there. Now I've got to come inside. Now I can bring it back. And we're actually bringing it back into a reap, so be careful here, okay? But we're going to end on the reap instead of use it as a transition point. Once you're here, I want you to actually, let's be extra safe. Let's take the foot out. So if we're here, as I bring it across, go ahead and take your top foot out and just go back to a remi. All right, I'm trying to, yeah, I think that's probably better. Yeah, we'll go back to a remi. Okay, so we go outside, we feed across while we're outside, we capture, we touch, okay? Bring it back around and go back to a remi, all while he's trying to get his knee out. So it should be very difficult. Like,
So what's the order again? You said?
yeah, sorry. A remi. Yeah, I changed it twice. My bad, guys. I'm modifying on the fly to try to keep us away from as much danger as possible. Okay. There shouldn't be a lot of danger anyway. We're not locking our hands. We're just keeping this like false grip, this little shotgun grip. Okay. But we're gonna come outside. We're gonna feed. We're gonna capture the toes. We're gonna bring our feet to the inside, okay? right there. I'm not locking my hands. Now that my feet are on the inside, I can bring it back out and go back to my starting position of a Remy. I'm not gonna leave my feet in there like that. That would be a reap. All right, we're gonna not do that. Cool? Any questions on that? It should be very hard because all they need to do is get their knee out. So it should be hard for you. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm trying to
Only
keep them away
reason
from the
I
reap.
brought it up is because that's what they kept, like when you basically were in a straight ankle, straight ashi.
Yeah.
Kept moving that right
Foot
foot
inside,
over
yeah.
the hip line, and they called it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a reap. I just, it's probably best that we just stay away from the reap right now today. Just till people understand.
Well, is that a DQ on Peach, PFP?
Nah, everything's legal. What's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Me too.
You been all right? This is the legendary Todd.
Infamous Todd.
I heard you got your black belt, dude.
Yeah, that was like months ago.
I didn't know. Yeah.
So,
Like, yeah, it's not one a big deal to you, right?
Yeah.
Just like, hey,
Yeah.
congrats either way.
and I don't post about jiu-jitsu either, so
Yeah.
if you, yeah.
It's like, thanks for giving me what I already knew, you know? Yeah. It's like, but
Yeah, I kind of stopped pursuing that journey somewhere in the middle of purple belt. It was just kind of started rolling. So,
yeah. What's up?
So when we're
No, you're feeding first.
and then we go here
Mm-hmm.
and then transition to here.
Now the feet have to come to the inside. Now you're gonna bring your feet to the inside. Both feet to the inside. Get your false grip. Right, and now we're gonna go back. Now that our feet are on the inside and we have our false grip, now we can feed the feet to the foot to the other side and go back to a Remiyashi.
Okay, so we're never going on this hill.
You can. The only thing you can't do is reap. So as you feed the foot, you've got to also change your legs up, so you can go back to a Remi.
When we're here, where are our ankles? Like where are our grips with our ankles?
Well, right now you're in inside Senkaku.
So just kind of have it like.
You'd have like a half calf lock, basically. I mean, something like that. Yeah. It's going to change depending on the situation, but generally speaking, you're going to cross right around the middle of your calves, and your knees can point up. Right? Yeah. Like this is inside Senkaku, or saddle, or 411, honey hole, all that good stuff. It's a form of cross ashi. That's the terms we're using today. We're not going to get into the specifics.
Well, like right there, you're in the reap position.
That's a reap now because
Go back to
now you're good.
position.
If that
Yeah.
if that foot crosses his hip line on the outside, it starts to go to your top foot starts to go in between. That's a reap. Yeah. Right. So we're going to stay away from that today and come back to a Remi,
So when we were here,
which is extra difficult because there's like even more space created there. Yeah.
so to prevent the reap, I let my foot out and then transition.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing's in the space.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be even easier for him to get it out. 1 more minute to work. Good, Tucker. Yeah. Nice.
Take it.
I was trying to do like.
Okay, now you know what's coming, Cody. He needs to get his feet on the inside now. So block that. Okay, now we need to be in cross ashi, Brooks.
That's right. You want to make them better.
Okay. Outside, feet to cross now. Feet to cross. Now that your feet on the outside.
Trying to get on the back.
I got you. Oh no, keep your feet on the outside while you feed over to cross ashi. Nice. Time.
Right on the dot. I was about to cross it.
All right, so just a quick review, and we're gonna get a couple rounds in before practice, okay? Just anybody can answer these things, okay? All right, what is this position called? Rimiashi, and it's a form of which two? Straight ashi. Why is it straight ashi? What's that?
Left leg right here.
Yes, left foot's going over my right hip. Specifically about the foot is what we need to think about, okay? All right, what's the other form? So we got straight and what?
Cross.
And what defines cross?
Cross. This right over your left.
Yes, or his left over my left, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's inverted, like, yeah. All right, cross ashi. There's lots of forms of it, but this is generally, we got two broad strokes, cross and straight, okay? All right, and this is a rimi. Does anybody, I only mentioned it once, anybody remember this was? Outside ashi, yep. And then the reap, or also known as inside ashi, is still a form of straight, but I take my feet to the inside. Cool? All right. All right, what are my main points of control when I want to hunt the leg locks? What's that?
Corkscrew.
Yes, more broadly.
Your left leg extends and your right leg pulls.
What do I need to be connected to? Hips. Yeah, I need a good hip connection. Okay. All right. What else? Kind of broad strokes do I need? Knee line. Yes, my knees need to be closer to his hips than his own knee. Okay. Next. Yeah. Well, broadly speaking, I'm capturing the toes in my armpit.
Pinching your legs.
What's that?
Pinching your legs.
Yeah, I can, or yeah, you can pinch, or you can also kind of do like a little corkscrew motion. I'm talking broader strokes, like that's like specific Rimiashi control, right? I'm more talking about just like all leg locks. Okay, so we got hip connection, knee line for most all leg locks, capturing the toes. What about his hips and my hips? Remember that?
They gotta be lower than yours.
Right, his hips need to be even or lower than mine. Okay, so I don't want to try to finish people when they're standing up. Let's get them down to a hip. All right, and then lastly, what was the other thing we went over that we didn't play a game around today, but is a big control point? I mentioned it in passing, so this is like the harder one, the harder question. Secondary control, always, okay? Before we ever think about a finish, whether we're inside, we're outside, or straight, cross, doesn't matter. It's always a way to control secondary leg. I can even feed to the other side like we're doing in our monthly drill. Anything I can do to control both legs, then I start thinking about finishes. Okay, hips are on the mat. I've got both legs. This guy is done. Okay, he should be done. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, cool. All right, we're gonna get into more braking mechanics next time. I know we just kind of we didn't really get into it today. We're just kind of like getting used to touching our hands together on those bites. So stay tuned Monday. Let's get a couple of sixers in before practice. So cool. Anybody have questions? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Cam, do you care if I roll with Chad and I roll with you? Full guard on me? No? Whatever more people are rolling, yeah.
Hmm?
Is this the last one?
Was that?
I didn't get last time.
Yep.
Okay.
You just do your thing and I'll go, or stop.
You're good.
Oh, my bag. I need somebody in the face for sure.
Can you scoot over?
Yeah. I just realized I still had the mic on. Oh, my bad. What's that?
I said, I was like, never felt that part of my knee before.
Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, interesting.
You get hit or just blood pressure? You got hit?
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
You okay?
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. You okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Are we friends enough for me to impel you?
How are we gonna find out?
Go around to the left, Chuck. You gotta get your spine aligned.
Fight for your underhooks. Yeah. Now go. I heard a pop. Are you okay? I heard your
Is that your
elbow.
forehead?
Your elbow popped.
You've gotta.
Yeah, it hurt. That hurt a lot. That critical error I just made. I tried to break you while your hips were higher than mine.
Is that what was happening?
Yeah, that's why it didn't work.
Because I was up. Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, guys, one more. We'll start practice after that. That new kid okay? That new kid okay? Did he get hit or just blood pressure? He didn't say? Okay.
Hey, did he get hit or was that just a random?
Just started bleeding? Okay. Blood pressure? All right. Come on, Cody. I got you, bro.
Huh?
I got you.
Okay.
Oh, you need some water first?
Yeah, just
Go for it. Just blood pressure? What's that? I got you. Okay. What's up, bro? No, it's all included. 100. Yeah.
probably tap here.
Choose your own adventure. It's an RPG. You're the star. You okay?
Yeah.
You thinking?
Yeah. Trying to run through my head all the. I think they're getting different, but no, not really. I probably shouldn't.
That's where black belts go to die.
Yeah.
So it's definitely where you go to die. Good job, bro. All right, hey, get some water. Everybody is free to welcome to stay for practice. We're just going over PGF rules and doing some PGF matches the whole time.
Bro. You good? Yeah.